Hey everyone. Today we're diving into the wild and crazy story of Enron, the energy company that went from superstar to supernova in a spectacular crash. This isn't just a story about numbers and stocks. It's a tale of greed, deception, and corporate misconduct on a grand scale. So sit back, grab some popcorn, and let's get into it. Our story begins in Houston, Texas in 1985 when Kenneth Lay, an ambitious and visionary businessman, merged two companies to form Enron. Lay's dream was to transform Enron into a dominant player in the energy sector. With a PhD in economics, Lay had the credentials and the connections to make things happen. He recruited a team of bright and innovative minds, including Jeffrey Skilling and Andrew Fastow, who would later become central figures in Enron's rise and fall. Jeffrey Skilling joined Enron in 1990 and quickly became one of Lay's key lieutenants. Skilling was a Harvard MBA and a big thinker. He pushed for Enron to transition from a traditional energy company to a high-tech trading and marketing giant. His vision was to turn energy into a commodity that could be traded like stocks. Under his leadership, Enron launched Enron Online, the first web-based commodity trading platform, which revolutionized the way energy was traded. Andrew Fastow, a financial wizard with a knack for complex financial structures, became Enron's chief financial officer. Fastow was brilliant, but he also had a dark side. He created off-the-books entities, known as special purpose entities, to hide Enron's mounting debt and inflate its profits. These entities were crucial in keeping Enron's financial statements looking healthy, even as the company's actual financial health deteriorated. Enron's meteoric rise seemed unstoppable. By the late 1990s, Enron was one of the most admired companies in America. It was praised for its innovation, its profitability, and its leadership. The company's stock price soared, and it was consistently ranked among the top Fortune 500 companies. Lay, Skilling, and Fastow were hailed as geniuses who had reinvented the energy business. Enron's financial statements were works of art, or rather, works of fiction. Thanks to Fastow's clever financial engineering, Enron reported impressive earnings quarter after quarter. The company used mark-to-market accounting, a method that allowed it to record potential future profits as current income. This made Enron's financials look incredibly strong, even though the profits were often based on speculative and sometimes non-existent deals. The illusion of success was carefully maintained. Enron executives, including Lay and Skilling, constantly touted the company's bright future and encouraged employees and investors to buy Enron stock. The company's culture was one of aggressive ambition and relentless pressure to meet financial targets. Employees who didn't perform or who raised concerns about the company's practices were quickly shown the door. In 2001, the cracks in Enron's facade began to widen. Analysts and journalists started to question the company's financial practices and its reliance on SPEs. Bethany McLean, a journalist for Fortune magazine, wrote a now-famous article titled, "Is Enron Overpriced?" which cast doubt on the company's true financial health. This article was one of the first public signs that all was not well at Enron. As scrutiny increased, Enron's elaborate web of financial machinations began to unravel. In August 2001, Jeffrey Skilling abruptly resigned as CEO, citing personal reasons. His departure sent shockwaves through the financial world and raised even more questions about the company's stability. Kenneth Lay reassumed the role of CEO, but the damage was already done. By October 2001, Enron was forced to admit that it had overstated its earnings by nearly $600 million over the previous 5 years. This revelation was the beginning of the end. The company's stock price plummeted, and investors scrambled to get out. On December 2, 2001, Enron filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy, making it the largest bankruptcy in U.S. history at the time. The fallout from Enron's collapse was massive. Thousands of employees lost their jobs and their life savings, as much of their retirement funds were invested in Enron stock. Investors, both large and small, saw billions of dollars evaporate. The scandal also led to the downfall of Arthur Andersen, Enron's accounting firm, which was found guilty of obstructing justice by shredding Enron-related documents. Kenneth Lay, Jeffrey Skilling, and Andrew Fastow faced criminal charges for their roles in the scandal. In 2006, Lay and Skilling were found guilty of multiple counts of conspiracy, fraud, and insider trading. Lay died of a heart attack before he could be sentenced, while Skilling was sentenced to 24 years in prison. Fastow pleaded guilty to conspiracy charges and was sentenced to 6 years in prison. The Enron scandal also led to significant changes in corporate governance and accounting practices. The Sarbanes-Oxley Act, passed in 2002, aimed to increase transparency and accountability in corporate financial reporting. It imposed stricter regulations on public companies and their auditors, and it established new protections for whistleblowers. The story of Enron is a cautionary tale of ambition, greed, and deception. It highlights the dangers of unchecked corporate power and the importance of ethical leadership. The scandal underscored the need for robust regulatory frameworks to protect investors and ensure the integrity of financial markets. As we reflect on the rise and fall of Enron, we are reminded of the critical importance of transparency, accountability, and ethical behavior in business. The Enron scandal serves as a stark reminder that when greed and deception go unchecked, the consequences can be devastating. Thanks for joining me on this deep dive into the Enron scandal. It's a story that continues to resonate today, reminding us of the importance of vigilance and integrity in the corporate world. If you found this story as gripping as I did, don't forget to like this video, share your thoughts in the comments below, and subscribe to our channel for more deep dives into the world of business and finance.